wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jet, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops, then fine to these uncles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like them other guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring on them. Rick flaring, son up, man.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope all you Bammers out there are doing well. Again, I am a little bit under the weather, so bear with me. Everybody, hold on real quick. Yeah. So you heard the news. You know what I'm saying? You heard the news of Sam Shade being the new hire at Alabama A&M. Listen, man. I listen. At the end of the day, I think they just needed a change. Okay. I feel like Alabama A&M was one of those like, a change is gonna come. After being with Maynard for so long, sometimes you just be like, something new is better. Something new is just better, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think it's a solid hire, right? Now we're gonna go through some of the interviewees, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's a solid hire. At the end of the day, listen, it's not easy winning Division II playoff games. I don't care who you are. Chennis Berry can tell you that. And I think Sam Shade's connection. Sorry. I think Sam Shade was a solid hire. And it's not easy to be a winner, right? Like, at the end of the day, winning is not easy. No matter where you do it at, it's just not easy. And to have, Reggie Ruffin and my boy Lonnie talks about this all the time. Reggie Ruffin left Miles like Dion left Jackson State. Like, he took the wallpaper, he took the chairs, he took the footballs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he left them in disarray. And all Sam Shade did was built a little mini powerhouse down there at Miles. Turned around first year, went 1-9. Second year, beat Bama State. All right, and did their thing. Hold on, let me send this out real quick. I'm multitasking, guys. Bear with me. Like, it's for your good. Just bear with me, okay? It's for your good that I'm multitasking right now. All right. So he's in the business of building. And I think, I'm not saying Alabama A&M is in a disarray per se, but I do think they need a rebuilding of culture. And I think where they were depleted at is culture. It was toxic. It was absolutely toxic down there in Alabama A&M. And listen, I've talked to numerous players, right? And they love Connell Maynard. A lot of players love Maynard, but they didn't like the surrounding cast of Maynard, right? And when you're the head guy, no Diddy. When you're the head guy, and there isn't a good flow of culture, you get blamed for it, even though it's not your particular fault. But without further ado, man, listen. Some people call him the GOAT. I call him the Jerry Jones of this thing. Please give it up for my man, Dr. Bryant.
What's up, Doc?
What?
How are you, man?
What's up, Jerry? What's up, Doc? Talk to me.
I can't call it, man. I really can't, man.
Man, shout out to the Hill, man. You guys broke the news on the podcast, and shout out to them for getting the 1K subscribers.
Yes, sir.
You popped the white smoke earlier today, hit us with that Pope smoke. So we knew something was coming down the pipeline.
Right.
Dr. Brian, talk to us about the process, right? Because I didn't know you was coming on. You hit me. It was like, yo, like, I can come on. I was like, oh, okay, let's do this. Now, I got the interview contact list. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can confirm. You might not be able to confirm or deny because I do got my source.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? But talk to me about the process of getting through and coming to the decision of Sam Shade.
Well, I said this earlier that it was a national search. Once we parted ways with our previous coach, one of the things that we wanted to do is make sure we were intentional about who we got, and that was, we wanted someone who had really a stronghold on the state of Alabama. Alabama is really represented on our roster. And we knew that Sam Shade, he provided that. And then also someone who can actually bring resources to the institution, not only him and his coaching staff, but actually we need fundraising as well. And I know that he's able to do that too. So when we did this national search, there were so many applicants that came. And as we vetted, and I say we, it was the committee. So the committee vetted all the applicants, and then they came back and they had a pool of I believe it was 10, 15, somewhere around there. And then I told them they had to narrow it down, and they said, well, we wanted to interview like 8, and that's what they did. And then they came to me. They recommended 3 to come on campus, and those 3 came on, and then we chose from there. It was a collective piece. I had the students involved. We had people from all across the campus and even community to be involved in this process. And so as we as we vetted and as they came on, it was apparent that Sam Shade was going to be our guy.
I like it. I like it. Now,
I'm sorry. And he checked the box. I'm sorry, Scotty.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He actually checked the boxes. So, you look at his coaching tree, his coaching experience, and then he played at the highest level. He played, Power 5, Alabama, then go play in the league for 8 years, and then come back and coach. And he has history of coaching. And so we didn't get someone who only played and never coached. So we got an NFL guy who actually coached and then was successful coaching in HBCU. And that's one of the things that we were excited about. Sorry.
I like it. Now, again, I did not know you was coming on this show. Like I really did. This is definitely last minute. But since you are here, you know what I'm saying? We got to talk about this contact list. Because listen, word on the street is that you had 2 high-profile people reach out for the job, and then you had some names that everybody knows: the Fred McNairs, the Dawson Owen, the Chennis Berries, the Sam Shades, the Dr. Parkers. But with the celebrity guys, was it just not a good fit for you, or did you feel like they weren't ready for the opportunity?
Well, I will say if they had applied, I will.
Okay.
Everyone talks about who was interested, but no, a lot of them didn't even apply. And so that was as you say, word on the street. And at that point, if you don't even apply, people can say, well, I think I want this guy and I want that guy. This guy is, people paired me with Michael Vick as well. They paired me with several other NFLs, but if they never show interest and apply, then I can't even, have that conversation. I could talk, but we're only talking surface stuff because there's no genuine interest in applying. I mean, being a part of the program because you haven't applied.
I like it. I like it. But to me, I think this just shows what you and Dr. Williams have built down there, that you even have people willing to reach out and say, hey, what's going on? Is there a possibility that I can, can you talk to my agent? Something around those lines of just saying, hey, we're thinking about talking about it. Now, going forward, you got a lot of renovations coming. You got the practice field. How do you think that Sam Shade plays a part into bringing fans? Because I call y'all. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Listen. They don't believe in football down in Huntsville. Okay, let's keep it a buck. They don't believe in football down in Huntsville. But this is your era. You started off with Dawn. She's coming in hot. You're starting it off with Sam Shade, a pillar in Alabama. A pillar in recruiting that area. How do you feel this is going to generate the interest that you're looking for to bring people into Huntsville Stadium?
Yeah, I think this is going. He's bringing a different fan base too. So he's again, people love to support people that play for Alabama in the state of Alabama. So we're looking for that fan base to come as well. And it wasn't like he was a scrub at Alabama. He was a star. So we know that he's going to bring that. But then he has a sense of making people feel wanted and feel calm at when he talks. And I think he's going to be very, very engaging with our community, particularly our alumni community, but then our business community as well. I think him being able to do that and articulate his craft quite well, I think, and again, I believe he's going to generate those resources that is going to help us build even more on our campus.
You know, I've heard you talk on many occasions. You know, like again, I call you the Jerry Jones is this thing, and you explained to me one time that you like a guy who can explain, who can break it down in
Mhm,
a very simple way to make you understand their vision of
mhm.
what they see for programs, and that's really important to you when
Yeah,
you're hiring coaches. Because a lot of people don't know you gave Ted Keaton his first start, and look what he's doing down in Clark, Atlanta. You know, a
right,
lot of people don't know about Dante at Grambling. Like that was you. So
right,
you made some moves in this thing. Don't you know what I'm saying? And as
right.
I say, you hit on a lot of them. So what was it about what Sam his vision for the program that made you say, you know what, this is the guy for me?
You know, one of the first things he said was, "Okay, I know you have suffered pain the last 3 years." So after he said that, nothing else needed to be said. No, but but he talked about how he's looking to do it on the field and off the field, and he said, I'm bringing people with me that have the same winning mindset as you." And then he began to talk when he started talking to those student athletes, and I watched their faces.
Mm.
They were so in tune to what he said, and I'm looking at him. Now I just watched these guys the last few years, and I see them looking off his face. They were, like, so intent with him, and when I after they got done and they talked, and again, I get the feedback from the students. They said, "Yeah, coach." They said, "Yeah, AD, that's who we want. That guy right there, I'll play for him. I'll run through a wall for him." I said, "Oh, okay." And then, having Sam tell me, I need you to articulate a play for me. I need you to do this because, again, if you can tell me and someone who is not as versed as you about something you're trying to do, I know you can tell one of the young men on how to be successful on that playing field. And he described a play. He did so. I do things a little different. You have to come in my office and if I say draw up a offensive play, I need you to draw it and be able to articulate it clearly. Okay, I want a defensive play if they're about to run I formation. What are you going to do? Was able to do that. Okay, special teams, show me a trick play. Was able to do it with no problem. And so again, some coaches would be like, well, really, my other guy. No, no, no. You're the head coach.
Yeah.
You need to know the offense, defense, special teams, everything else. And he was able to articulate that.
Let me a few more questions, AD, and then we'll let you roll. But my first one is the fan base of Alabama A&M, the Bougies, are they going to be able to, because he went 1-9 first at Miles and he really built that thing from the ground up. I don't believe A&M is in that dire of straits to be 1-9,
Nope.
but do you believe the fan base can they sustain a rebuild year for Sam Shade and still get on board and still jump on? Or do you? I know you want him to come out the gate
Yep.
fast,
Yep.
but and did Sam even talk about that? A rebuild or giving him time or anything like that? How did you feel about those
Yeah.
results?
I think our alumni base will support him. And no, I don't think that this is a rebuild area. That uh, I don't think this automatically a rebuild. I truly believe this is. We have a foundation that can be very successful, and I mean that. And from the resources that the president has given the board, the president, and then what we're supporting as an athletic department, I think this is not a rebuild year. Now, if it happens, then we'll deal with it then. But I truly believe it's not, and he didn't believe that it was a rebuild year. He didn't have time to really do much his first year at Miles because of the timing of the job and then, yeah, Ruffin took them all.
Boy, took the studs off the wall. What?
But he looked at it as, "Okay, that's what we doing? Okay, well then, okay, I'll get through and watch what happened, and in 2 years, you see what happened there." And I think we're a little further ahead than that, and I think What will happen is we're going to see his true abilities to coach. He had to do so much at Miles because of the less resources
Yeah.
and personnel and that sort of thing. Now we have that. So you don't have to worry about having to make sure you are doing the weight training, your strength and conditioning. You're trying to make sure the kids eat. We have people for that. So now let's see his true coaching. And I believe that's what's going to propel him this year at the on the hill.
Listen, the name of the game nowadays is NIL. That's what everybody's talking about. That's what now I don't believe in it. And to me, I'm gonna be honest, in the HBCU space, I don't believe it's necessary, but I know it's part of the game. Is Alabama A&M in the boat? And first of all, let me shout out to the board and shout out to Dr. Williams and shout out to all y'all up in it. I rock with all the A&M administration. I rock with y'all.
Right.
But is there a game plan for NIL coming down the pipeline for Alabama A&M, Dr. Bryant?
Yeah, so what we're doing, we already give stipends, right? And so that stipend, we give that to every scholarship student athlete, and we're there. But what we're doing, excuse me, we're doing more of a collective, and so that's what we're focusing on. We want additional dollars coming in, but we do give stipends. We've been doing that since probably it's been 3.5 years now that we're doing that, and a lot of schools don't do that, and we're actually we budgeted for and have and it's coming out of our foundation. We actually give a stipend.
Shout out to the board, man. Shout out to Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams is a GOAT. Last question, and if you can answer, I appreciate it. If you can, I definitely understand. The pool of coaching money, what does that look like? How big of a jump is he really going from Miles to Alabama A&M, or maybe you can speak on the previous coach's pool of money that he had, and what would Sam Shea be working with when it comes to his new staff?
Right. So I do know that there's a significant difference from Division II and Division I, and coming from Miles, there's a significant difference, and I will say a few hundred thousands of dollars.
Woo!
So without giving like exact numbers, but it's going to be significantly different, and that's why I say the resources that we have and the success that we're expecting is going to be comparable to his success at Miles this year, because of he doesn't have to worry about a lot of those things that he had to worry about there. And again, not despairing anything with Miles. It's just that it's a different ball game here on the hill.
Absolutely. Dr. Bryant, let all your Alabama Bulldog fans, the Jodeco Bulldogs, let them know. Tell them where they can get their season tickets. Tell them where they can get their stuff at. Tell them where they can bring their fans support and spirit.
Well, you can get the AAMUsports.com. We'll have everything. We're going to have our press conference. We're looking to hold it on the 6th. It's not definite yet, but we're looking to do that on the 6th.
Listen, don't let it be Norfolk. Oh, listen, don't let it look like Norfolk. Dog.
Scott, you know how I roll. So when it comes to being one of the best, that's what we're gonna do. We like nice things, and we pride ourselves on being who we are. And I hear you call us bougie. I think we are. We just
yeah. Explain it to me. Explain it. What are you? Explain it to me.
We're just a institution that pride ourselves on our education, and we're so thankful for our athletics program. I'm not going down there.
That's shaky. That's real shaky. Okay, it's real shaky. But hey, listen. If everything looks like that background you got, that background is sick. Okay, that's
our locker room. That's it. I mean,
the boys or the girls?
Both. And volleyball. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, listen. That's tough. I ain't gonna hold you. That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, that's just our locker room, man. I mean, and again, this is one of the best features, that when we show recruits, man. And there's so much going on the hill. I mean, I get so excited, Scotty, and I've shared some things with you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you keeping it, as you always say, keeping it a buck. And you don't show favoritism, and I appreciate that more. And I always keep it real with you, but you keep it real with me. So I thank you. And and trust me, the board, the president, and our fans. We may not always see eye to eye, but we're looking each other in the eye. And
That's
that's what
real.
matters.
That's real. Shout out. Listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna give y'all a small, quick story snippet. So Dr. Bryant calls me one day. And he's like, "Guess who watched the show?" And I said, "Who?" He's like, "Dr. Williams." And I was like, "Really?" I was shocked. I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, Dr. Williams watched the show." He's like, I'm gonna get him on the phone with you. I said, "Okay, cool." So he didn't get him on that day. It was probably like 4 or 5 days went by, whatever. And I thought he forgot about it. I forgot about it. He called me back. He's like, "Guess what? I got on the phone with you, Dr. When I tell you Dr. Williams is the funniest dude I've ever he's gotta be the funniest president I've ever talked to, just talk to one-on-one. That dude's funny. I'm telling you, A&M, y'all got a good one, man. He's solid. He's a solid cat, man. Real talk. So, and everybody at A&M, yeah, man, y'all rock. I rock with y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. And if we could just get some energy. I mean, we could just get that energy.
No, I'm with you with that because again, we got a 21,000 seat stadium and we're selling 3,500 season tickets. We have to do better. And then we got 30,000 alums, living alums, and we have 1,088 donating back to the institution. We are in this middle of this 150th campaign, man. 150 million. Man, we need everybody to just get on board because that 150 million will support our research department, student affairs, academics, you name it. It's going to support the entire enterprise of Alabama A&M. And this is the time. This is our time. This is our time. So jump on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam Shay, hey, listen. We need some of that white money, Sam. You need to start hitting up them white bammers in Alabama, okay? And they're like, "Hey, I know you used to watch me play back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Come on down to Huntsville, okay? Get some of them white bammers down there in Huntsville. They ain't gonna know no different. They ain't gonna know no different. Okay, get them in the stadium." Dr. Bryant, listen, I appreciate the time. You keep killing it. You keep doing your thing, man. And I'm be watching from a distance.
Hey, no. You're welcome to come on the hill, man. Come on. So let's make that clear. You're welcome to come on the hill, not only for football, but basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, whatever. I'm asking you, Scotty, to do one of your shows on the hill.
Dang, Dr. Bryant, why you gotta put me out there?
And
I
then-
listen, I feel like I'm like, dang, that was like we talked about that offline, but
yeah, we want to do a show on the hill. It could be in basketball season. Now I'm gonna tell you, January 18th, mark that on your calendar. We're playing that school down south in basketball here, and it's gonna be like last year we sold out. Yes. Last year we sold out. That'll be the best time to get here on that Saturday, get here that morning and do a show. Ooh, Scotty, that's the day, January 18th.
That's fair. Listen, I'm up here in Ohio. I got planned it out with the wife. I ain't in Atlanta no more. If I was in Atlanta, that's a hop, skip, and a jump. You know what I'm saying? You know about the Ohio area. Come on now.
Yeah.
A little
That's
bit.
home. That's home.
So I talked to the wife. She likes Huntsville on the low key. She didn't like that. She didn't get like nobody fed her for her tailgate, and she didn't like that. So she's like,
Well, tell her I'll make VIP services for her so she could sit courtside. So yeah. Tell her
we might have to make that trip. We might. If you give Key VIP something, listen, she's gonna be like, "Let's get on the road."
Absolutely. Let's go.
We're gonna lock up. We're gonna lock up, Dr. Brian. We're gonna lock up. We're gonna talk about it. Don my, Diva my, that's Diva my girl. That's my girl right there.
Right. And she's doing very well, man. She has bought in and really elevated this to another level. To have a whole sorority talk about, I want to buy a section season ticket section
Wow.
in the arena, man. It's truly unbelievable.
That's dope. That's dope. Shout out to hey, Dr. Brown, I'm gonna need a favor. If I do come on January 18th,
Yep.
I'm gonna need Liv for hoops. Liv for hoops. I'm gonna need her to be there too.
As the kids say less.
Okay, I need Liv. You know, Liv be covering this basketball thing. I think that'd be a great show. I get down there, Liv get down there, we do our thing, and I'm gonna definitely see what we can pull off. But I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna definitely hit you up.
All right, do that. And
I appreciate it, Dr. Bryant.
Go Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah. That was Dr. A. Bryant. Dr. Paul Bryant, listen, one of the GOATs, the Jerry Jones of this thing. I keep trying to tell you all the time, the man is the living legend that he is. Listen, if you're giving credit for A.D. Robinson, which he deserves a lot of it, okay? Number 2, a close second is Dr. Bryant. Put some respect on his name, man. But absolutely, guys. Listen, I really didn't want y'all to hear that because we have had that conversation offline, okay? Like, he was like, hey, Scotty, like, you know. And for him to put me on blast like that and put me like, come on, man, like that, come on, man. They like, Scotty, why you ain't, you know, all that type of stuff. I'm trying to move away from y'all. How Travis Hunter do? I'm trying to get up out of here, boy. Heisman on that hoe. All right, but we might have to make that trip. Might have to do that. Now, let me say this, right? I'm gonna say a couple things and I'm gonna get up out of here. Hey, also, don't forget Prophetic Summit. All right, my wife and a couple of our prophets are going to be on call. Listen, whatever you need, this is an intimate setting. The link is in the description below. If you're watching this off of Twitter, take your behind to OffScript. Look in the description below and click on Prophetic Summit. Tickets are $25. Everybody on the call will get a prophecy and prayer and have God talk to you. Have our prophets talk to you and tell you what God sees for you in 2025. Listen, don't miss out on this. If you're an Alabama A&M fan, you definitely need to be here because you definitely need prayer for your football team, okay? Because you guys are tired of coming in third. All right, but listen, Prophetic Summit, last day for tickets is tomorrow. All right, it starts 7 o'clock and until 7 until. All right, they will go until everybody has either called in or came up on live. It is a full thing for the public. All right, but it's private. It won't be. It's a private, intimate setting. The tickets are going fast. I think we got about 10 more places left. All right, so make sure we got 10 more seats left. Make sure you get it in the description below. $25. The email to the link will give it to you, and we'll make that happen. All right. Now let's talk about it because I really think it came down to 2 people, if I'm being honest with you guys, right? I like from what my sources are telling me, I think it really came down to 2 people, and it was Dr. Parker and Sam Shade. Now, I was hearing that I know there's a lot of reports that were talking about Ed Reed. Listen, again, as Dr. Bryant said, you know, contacting and officially putting your name in the ring. When people said he was a finalist, that was far from the truth. Far from the truth. Ed Reed was never a finalist. All right, for this position. But I really believe it came down to who Dr. Parker and Sam Shade. And I think neither one of these guys, if I'm being honest, I don't think you could have went wrong with either one of these guys. And if anything, I think the thing that, in my opinion, that pushed Sam Shade over it is his connections in Alabama. I think a lot of that came from his connections. Like you can't get around it, right? You just can't get around it. Now, I will say this. It was a heavy rumor, right? A heavy rumor that this guy wanted the job. Oh, that rumor was, listen, it was a few people texting me that I use. I got a few sources that I trust coming to A&M. And can I try to tell you, Dr. Brian don't tell me everything. So I know y'all, we cool, but he don't tell me everything. He got a job to do, right? So It was a very, 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 very strong push that I was hearing that Ray Lewis was interested in the position. Now, I think the thing for Ray Lewis is, from what I heard, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I'm just keep it a buck from what I heard, right? He outpriced himself for the FAU job. That's what I was told, right? When he came on the scene and FAU wanted him, word on the street is that he outpriced himself for FAU, that he was asking for like twice the salary that they were going to give. Now, if you outpriced yourself for FAU in Boca Raton, you talking, listen, Huntsville got money, but they ain't got that type of money. So realistically, I don't even think it was as much as I heard that Ray Lewis wanted the job and he was interested in the job, I don't think the funds could have ever matched up, because if you're outpricing yourself, just click the link and said registration was closed. Oh, thanks, James. I'm gonna try to reopen it real quick, see if I can get it fixed. But if you're telling me, right? If you're telling me, let me see. My events. I'm gonna have to kind of reopen this and go back to it. Yeah, I think because it was shut down early. Let me see. Edit. My bad, guys. Let me try to fix this real quick, and I'm event. Oh, I hate this stuff, man. All right, this is what I'll do. If you're interested, since the page is closed, if you're interested in the Prophetic Summit, right? Send it to Cash App and we'll send you the link. I'm gonna say that again. All right. Let me do a quick commercial break. Right. If you are interested in the Prophetic Summit, Cash App OFFSCRIPT TV, put in the title, in the link in the title, Prophetic Summit with your email. All right, with your email. And I will email it, and I will email that to you. I will email you the link. Again, if you're interested in the Prophetic Summit, since Eventbrite has closed it down, right? Send it to OFFSCRIPT TV, right? It's the OFFSCRIPT TV, 2 T's, OFFSCRIPT TV, right? Put Prophetic Summit or put PS, and then your email, and I'll send you the link over, all right? Either one of those two, but make sure you put your email in it so I can get it to you if you're interested. All right. Now let's get back to this thing. Now, again, so I don't think realistically Ray Lewis was in play, right? Like, I think he was, but I don't think he was, right? But I'm gonna say this: if he was, I'm taking Ray Lewis over Sam Shade every day, twice on Sunday. And listen, and me and Mr. Campbell was having this conversation in text, and listen, at the end of the day, I'm a celebrity guy. I do not care. Like, again, Sam Shade is not going to get you on ESPN ticker. You're not going to see anybody talk about this other than the Bamas in the space. You ain't going to see it. Okay. If you take Sam Shade to the Magic City Classic, does he bring some white people out? He probably brings some white people out. He probably does. University of Alabama legend or whatever. I don't know much about Sam Shade as an Alabama player. You know, I ain't that old, right? So if he brings some white people out, cool. But Ray Lewis at Alabama A&M? Come on, man. What we talking about? It's not the same. And it's never going to be the same. And for people, and for all you old heads and all you Coach Coles out there who don't like celebrity, hey, not my problem. Not my problem. All right? A&M needs support, and A&M.
All participants are muted.
I'm going to come to you in a little bit, Smash. Give me about 5 minutes. A&M needs support. A&M needs season ticket holders, and clearly the people that are at Alabama A&M ain't doing it. Your AD just came on and said, we got a 20,000 seat stadium. We selling out 1,500 or 3,500 season tickets. All right. If you have Ray Lewis, season tickets go through the roof, and they probably ain't all ninjas. So again, when people get on here and tell me, oh, Scotty, oh, I do this and we do this and I don't know the data. Zoe says it all the time. The data proves otherwise. Is that you don't support, that you don't go, that you don't sell out unless it's the Magic City Classic or homecoming. That's it. So again, a regular smuggler coach is not going to help your non-ability to show up. Because if you cared, you would be like Paho State and you would put 30,000 people in the stadium even when you're 3-8. That's commitment. You know what commitment look like? When that dude in the Bible, his wife was a hoe and he kept getting her from the prostitute area. It just kept, God said, hey, go get your wife. Go get her. She down there hoeing again. Go get her. That's commitment. Jose, was it? Hosea. And what's his wife's name, babe? That's what commitment looks like. Okay? Period. It don't matter what it look like. I'm gonna go support. It don't matter what it look like. I'm gonna go support. And that ain't Alabama A&M at this point in time. It just ain't. And if you think going to the Magic City Classic and going to homecoming and support, that ain't it. Smash, coming to you.
Scott. Hello?
Yeah.
Great hire, man. Great hire. I won't pick up things a tad bit, but okay, so I just feel like they hire anything better than man, you know what I'm saying? Didn't apply. I remember you was on your spiel a couple shows ago where you was like, well shit, make the call. I won't say with the resources and everything he said he could bring, I ain't see all of that, Miles. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? Great job, Miles. You won a championship and stuff like that. I just didn't see it. And also, you don't think like they should have like reached out to those coaches? You know what I'm saying? Like how you said they only picked the people who applied. If the rumors was going around, you know what I'm saying, and shit, why not call them and say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, would y'all like to be a coach? You don't think that the A&M was in a desperate need to be the one to make the call first?
Listen, I think I'll say this. And I'm always speaking because I talk to AD Bryant a lot, right? Like me and him, we really good people. So we just
that's the only reason why I toned it down a little bit. I see y'all have a great relationship.
Yeah. That's my guy. You know, that's my guy. And just based on what we've discussed and talked about, I kind of know how he thinks. I would not listen. You couldn't tell me that he didn't have a conversation with everybody on that list. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like this, right? You got people who are just interested and they say, hey, Scotty, I heard that you like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. People have reached out to me and said, hey, Scotty, man, I'd love to edit for you and help you with your content. And, you know, I can be your editor. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. I do this and da. And then when we start talking numbers, I'll be like, I can't afford you. You know what I'm saying? And that just is what it is, right? So I think AD Bryant probably most likely had a conversation with everybody on that list. And just like Ray Lewis probably did at FAU, where he priced himself out, I wouldn't be surprised if Ray Lewis was talking like some crazy number and it was like, yo, like, get out of my face, bro. Like, no, You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, I don't have to officially apply for something for me not to have a conversation with you. You see what I'm saying? Just to kind of see where you're going. And Smash is no different than, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. You building your Big Easy Media. Shout out to Big Easy Media, #1 in New Orleans sports, football, basketball, that type of stuff, right? So make sure y'all go subscribe. So on Big Easy Media, if you had a camera guy come up to you and say, hey, Smash, man, I would really love to shoot for you. And, you know, you start talking to him, he's like, yeah, you know, but I'm going to need about $3K a week. You be like, man, get out my face. You know, we ain't got to go no further because it ain't happening, right? So I think that's where the rumors and all that stuff kind of got mixed up at, is like, yeah, he probably talked to him, but it's like, could it have realistically happened? Probably not.
Okay, and that's I just don't want to like give them a little pass because everybody else be getting slang to the ringer. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You're cool. AD, great hire. I just also, because one can also say this is just a HBCU recycle as well. Yeah, he was a good coach. You know what I'm saying? One aside. So he got to come out the gate winning. He got to got to come out the gate winning. No rebuild. Yeah, everything that he said. He said the students said that they'll run through a wall for you. So I'm gonna just hold him to the fire.
But Smash, listen, but Smash, I think you're kind of being just a little disingenuous, because I remember what you talked about when you went and saw Miles against Alabama State, and you called me and you said, Scotty, these some big ass niggas. You know,
they beat the brakes off. I can say it again. They beat the brakes off State, and listen. I think you missed what I'm saying. Yes, I like him as a coach. Yes, he's doing a good job there. My thing was I was going directly off of what he said because I was listening to him.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, cool. I wanted a big hire. Like when you said it was going to be a big hire, like this guy that we talking about. Okay, but then his reason was like, we went with whoever applied. Okay, I understand, and I got to dial it back a little bit. But at the same time, like, y'all could I have reached out? Like, you know, so nevertheless, yes, that's another reason what I'm saying. If you could do that, what you did at Miles, I need guaranteed wins here. I need it. I need guaranteed wins at A&M. So it's just me just having high expectations, because we always, man, it sucked for years. Shout out to the AD for getting rid of him. Let's kudos to that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, anybody better than what they had at A&M, but shit, other than AD, we need you. Something else. I'm just saying this in case you know.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna be real with you. Dr. Bryant at a football brand school would be unfair because of his personality, because of how he gets it and whatever. But I will say this, it will be hard to pull him away from Alabama A&M, because him and the president, man, they cool. They like some real cool, like, hey, we cool. It ain't no animosity. It ain't none of that. So it's like, sometimes, you know, when you get a job, it might not pay the best, or it might not be like the big status, but it's comfortable. And you know, people respect you and you respect them. And I think for Dr. Bryant to leave A&M, I think it would have to be a PWI to come get some. I really believe that. Unless an HBC was talking like some big bread, it would take a lot, because I just think he feels respected and comfortable at A&M. Like, he cool with the president, he cool with the board. It's just cool. It's all gravy.
You can hear it in his voice. He's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, I like one of my favorite schools. Shout out to them. Last thing too, Scotty. If AD, because I know sometimes you don't like tooting your own horn and this, that, and that, but I'm a speaker. I don't care. Ain't no way we got a AD that's doing all this great work in a swag for his school fast, inviting you, rolling you out the red carpet for A&M to come do a show, and the swag don't let you do media day. I just gotta be saying, ain't no way, Scotty. So this your flower, bro. I'm always giving to you my dog, but to hear him talk highly of you, to hear you talking with the president, but the swag don't is a misstep somewhere in that, Scotty. 1 + 1 is 2. Swag making it 4, 5, and 6, bro. That's sad for us to sit up here and witness. I know you didn't want the conversation to get out, but he got out. He slipped it. He spoke a little bit too much.
Nah, I was like, dang, he left me hanging.
Yeah, man. So shout out to you, bro. Ain't no way we got ADs rolling the red carpet out for you. Something is missing. So I hope we can get you an Expect Media Day. AD, if you're listening, Doc, just got in the building, and we ain't screw everybody else, man. For you, right? I'm going.
Hey, appreciate you, Smash, as always, bro. Appreciate it. Mr. Buzz coming to you, then Rocky, you next. What's up, Mr. Bucks?
Scotty, what do you do, baby? You doing all right, man?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Happy New Year if I don't speak to you after this call, but Happy New Year as well.
For sure. You know you will, man. Yeah,
Facts.
I said, what it do, baby? How you do, baby girl? Pray for you and the family. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. It's Dr. Brian, am I right?
Yeah, Dr. Bryant.
That was the gentleman that came on. Man, he cool than a fan.
And I know, right?
His poise, his how he talks, you know what I'm saying? His presentation, and he knows what he's talking about. His vision was very clear. He knew what he was looking for. He was very clear when it came to dispelling rumors. I mean, I like that dude a lot. I mean, he caught my attention for colleges. Wink, wink, nod, nod for my kids. Holla at your partner. Now, at the exact same time, now I got to ask you this question. Scotty, he put forth a very strong proposal for the Off-Street Media Show to come down to Huntsville. I mean, he even brought in the wife into the proposal. That's strong. He said VIP services. Strong. I know Key heard it. She heard it. She's very good at hearing. My question to you, what you gonna do there?
Oh, listen, I'm gonna have you know how I go. I gotta talk to Key because once she hear VIP, her ears perk up.
But that was a strong proposal, brother.
Yeah.
A strong proposal. And the thing about it is I may come out there with you just to meet Dr. Brian because he got my attention for real.
He's solid.
Swag did it, no diddy for Dr. Robinson. Forgive me, Dr. Robinson. No more swag. Dr. Robinson is his name. Dr. Rob. He's sharp too, man. But man, he got Dr. Brian told me he got my attention, bro.
Yeah.
Not only for media, brother, but also for schools as well. So, man, you and I talk out offline, man. Great work, man. Great school, man. I love what you're doing on Twitter when you were saying, stop all these bad rumors. Ed Reed was not in contention. So, man, good, accurate media work, man. Again, if you're listening, SWAC, and also the MEAC, stop playing with my partner, man, and put some respect on man's name, because if it wasn't for this dude right here on the phone line I'm talking to right now, no one would know who you are. But, man, God bless you, man. Look forward to talking to you guys.
I appreciate it, Mr. Bucks. Thank you so much. Rocky, coming to you.
Hey, what's up, Scotty? Hey, man, this is a solid hire, and I was good to see finally get a chance to see Dr. Brian interact with you and stuff like that. I know me and you talk offline, and he's somebody that you keep in contact with, and it's good to see, man. He also reminds me of AD Golf, because I had a couple chance to talk to him over the process of at PV and talk. He wasn't giving up much information, as you know.
Yeah.
But he was pretty cool, very engaging dude. And it turns out that both, when I would talk to AD Golf, it seemed like he had it all under control, and he ended up getting a good guy. And I like to see where I'm sure Dr. Bryant seemed like he had it all under control too when you were talking to him offline. And he came up with a good hire, man. So I think it's all but this is what I want to say, man. Dr. Bryant mentioned resources like 3 or 4 different times during the call, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask you, Scotty, right? How fair is it to career coaches to compete against a guy who can bring resources when all you've been doing the last 20 years is coaching?
I think it's difficult. I wouldn't lie to you. It'll be hard. It's kind of like asking a secretary who's done everything by typewriter to move her stuff over to a computer. It's like, bro, you never asked me to do that before, right? And a lot of these coaches have never been asked to do that. They've been asked to do is, and at HBCUs, they'll tell you we've been asked to do more with less, right? We got to do this, we got to do that, and then now we got to bring in resources as well. So to me, I think that's the lane that college football is going in, and you got to keep up with the Joneses. And again, I think it's a bit of on the commissioner. I think the commissioner has the part to play in this as well, because again, you got 12 kids that you got to feed. You the baby mama.
Mhm.
You wanted to be in this position. You're right. You wanted to be in this position. You the baby mama. You got 12 kids to feed. So it's not just it. Yes, is it on the institution? Absolutely. Is it on the president of each institution? Absolutely. Is it on the ADs at each institution? Absolutely. But the commissioner, being the baby mama, is going to have to figure out how he gonna feed his 12 kids. So I think everybody's in that pool, and I think it shouldn't just be on the head coach. But how do you skip the line? You skip the line by getting a celebrity hire, and that's what people are missing. You can't. I get sick and tired of people calling in talking about, "Oh, Scotty, we're a low resource institution. If the state will give us our money." Listen, bro. How long you gonna keep doing? How long we gonna keep having this conversation? So now I gotta get creative in getting out of my own way and bringing in resources in a different way. And what different way is that? Is by hiring a celebrity coach for my football program. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. And y'all can say whatever you want. Mr. Campbell was like, would you have hired Ray Lewis over Willie Simmons? And I said, if you telling me if I'm taking a PV Willie Simmons and you give me a Ray Lewis at FAMU, I'm taking Ray Lewis every day. It ain't no hindsight. Don't hit me with no hindsight like, oh, Scott, don't hit me with that 6-5 and Mr. National Championship. And oh, that's cool. I get all that. And Willie is a GOAT. Willie is great at what he does. He's a great coach, right? But let's not act like Willie didn't have to win a few games just to get him some training tables. You know what I'm saying? If you had Ray Lewis, you would probably have a new field house by now. I'm just keeping it a buck.
You bring up something very, very interesting, Scotty, because you've expanded the conversation over about the administration and what because a celebrity coach benefits the administration as a whole, right? Being able to bring in resources, create buzz, media coverage, whatever. But you just said something interesting. Does a celebrity coach also benefit the kids more than a career coach?
You know what? I think to a certain extent they do, right? I think until you start building a pipeline, like Willie had a pipeline from FAMU. Let's not even play this game, right? Like Willie had a pipeline from FAMU. Deion had somewhat of a pipeline, somewhat. You know, he did get some players drafted, so yeah. I think with Vic and Deshaun, the question comes into play is like, I've played this game. It's Deion said it. I've played this game. I know what an NFL player looks like. And like when he got off that Celebration Bowl, he said that DB across the field is an NFL corner. And what is the Kobe Durant doing? Being a damn good NFL corner. I think he's like the top 10 in like passing completion, like at the lowest number or something like that, right? So, you know, wow. it's when a NFL star, not no scrub, like an NFL Pro Bowler, star, Hall of Famer. If a scout comes down there and they say, look, listen, I got a pro guy. That guy's a pro. I think they take that seriously. You cannot.
See, you took it somewhere else. I was just really talking about the on-campus experience of the athlete, talking about training table, weight room equipment, things like that. Just quality of life while they're on campus. Does a celebrity coach improve that aspect of the athlete's quality of life? You know what I mean? Like, does bringing Deshaun benefit the player on campus better than a career coach?
I think it does, but it does with wins, right? Like it gotta equate to wins, because you know what I'm saying. Like if you win with a regular coach, it's like cool. If Dawson Odom was winning at Norfolk, it was like, okay, great, cool, all right, whatever. You win with Michael Vick. It
turns up.
You see what I'm saying? Like you walking around like you the HINIC around this, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we them Vic boys, you know what I'm saying? We doing it out here. You got a different type of swag because Mike Vick has that type of swag, right? Deshaun Jackson has that because you're gonna move with a different swag because the wins got you feeling like the kids from like Jackson State moved with Deion swag. We can't act like they didn't. They was on the sideline, chains, earrings, all type of stuff. They didn't do that in the BYU game, but they was doing it back in Jackson. You see what I'm saying? So
for sure.
I listen.
But this is the
Go ahead.
last thing.
Go
This
ahead.
is
Go
the
ahead.
last thing I want to bring up though, Scotty. And this has got kind of different. Like I've got an opportunity to talk to a lot of coaches this hiring cycle. Some guys who got a job, some guys who still, weren't able to, secure jobs. Some guys who already had jobs, whatever. And this is what they a lot of them had a chance to explain to me. Winning at every school ain't the same. Meaning this, like let's use Miles for example. Winning at Miles is different than winning at Alabama A&M for this reason. At Miles, you can bring in a kid with a 1.9. You don't have no minimum grade point average to bring a kid on campus and play him and give him a uniform. Where at A&M, you're going to have admissions requirements. And so with those admissions requirements, can he do what he did at Miles? That's what you have to
I think
understand
it
about
does
that.
because the reason I say it does, Rocky, is because some kids just tell you no because you're Division II. Not even that you could be all world national championship Division II team and they be like, bro, but you're D2. No. And I think the pool of players just opens up because you're Division I now. So now when you have this smaller pond even with the academic requirement, because I'm telling you, some of them kids with a 1.9 don't want to go D2. They just don't. It just sounds bad. If you feel like you're a top caliber athlete, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. When I was coming out of high school, and I didn't know what D1 AA was. All I knew was University of Maryland. That's all I wanted. I was waiting for the University of Maryland to. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm like, yo, Maryland about to offer me. They gotta offer me. And my coach was like, bro, your tape does not say Maryland. Like he's like, your tape says what. You got Liberty here, you got VMI here, you got Delaware here, he said, that's what your tape says. Like, and he kept it a buck with me. It hurt my feelings. I ain't gonna lie, it really hurt my feelings. But I felt like that was like a loss. I felt that was a loss. Like when, Morgan State Morgan State never came to my school and recruited like none of my guys really, but you know what I'm saying? But when I'm going to Richmond visits and Liberty visits and VMI visits and all these visits, I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, man, like, I want when's Maryland gonna come?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So so that's what I was wondering is at a school like Miles where I'm sure they're a great institution or whatever, but they get to make, they have different admissions rules than Alabama A&M. And the same with, that's why sometimes it's easier to get transfers than it is to get kids straight out of high school, because transfers have I ain't gonna say a lower admission standard, but they already have a GPA, a collegiate GPA, so they're able to transfer in under different guidelines, different rules, man. But hey, man, great show, Scotty, man. It was good having Dr. Brian on there. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I think that Sam Shade is actually, in my opinion, taking the celebrity and all that stuff out of the equation.
He's a solid,
the best hire.
Yeah, solid hire
in this hiring cycle. It's the best one. Just like I thought.
I think Tremaine at PV. I think Tremaine at PV is a tad bit better because he was in the national championship, and I think he comes from a better culture of winning. But I think it's like a 1A, 1B. I really do believe that. I think it's like a 1A, 1B, maybe 1A, 2A. But yeah, I agree with you with that, Rocky. Appreciate the call, Brody. Yeah, and I was gonna get there. I think, listen, man, I think these are great fits. I think these are absolutely great fits for the university. Listen, again, and I know you go, oh, Scotty, you're a hypocrite. Listen, I love celebrity hires because you ninjas need resources, except PV, right? Most of you ninjas need resources. But listen, A&M just needs support. Can we get an A&M game that's packed out, like that's not homecoming and not Magic City Classic? Can we just get like, damn, can you show up for your institution? Can you get 5,000 season tickets? I mean, Jesus Christ. And they don't even break the bank. What is it, like 250, 375, 350? Come on, I see more money in the RV tailgate parking lot. And y'all balance can't buy no season tickets. That's ridiculous to me. But I think these are great fits. I think Tremaine is a great hire at PV. Listen, I'll get to that. I'm gonna take some more callers. JB, then 0851. What's up, JB?
Hey Scott. Hey Scott, how you doing, sir?
What's going on?
Yo, man, this is a great hire, man. By the way, AD, Paul Bryant, Class Act, Alabama and A&M, y'all definitely have a great one. There were two things that he had mentioned which I liked. I like the fact that he talked about shutting down the rumor mill. I think that sometimes these rumors, and I get the reason for them to create a buzz, but sometimes they do more harm than good. But then the other thing was, I love the fact that he sold the program. He sold the program. He sold the importance of season tickets, and he saw the importance of like people just being supported. And Scott, this kind of goes to what you talked about, I guess, like having celebrity coach and stuff, right? Part of the jobs of ADs is to fundraise, number one, and then create a buzz for your athletic programs. If you're now, if that support is coming in from the AD who actually knows what he's doing, or from the alumni who know what they're doing too, then maybe we wouldn't need these celebrity hires. But like you said, sometimes these celebrity hires are coming in because some of it is, we can talk about the funny thing all we want to, sure, but a lot of it is us not doing our part. So if people don't want the celebrity hires taking place, let's start to do our part with supporting our athletic programs, no matter what we got.
That's fair. Like, it shouldn't take a celebrity coach for you to support your school. If it's, again, y'all know I don't like talking about Pothole State. I don't. But at the end of the day, when you 3-8 and you still got 30,000 people in the stadium, I don't give a damn if you filling up 30% of it. It's still 30,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's commitment. That is true, unadulterated commitment. But if you're telling me that if you're third place for 3 straight years and the only times you sell out is homecoming or the only time you can probably get over 8,000 or 10,000 people is or one big game and homecoming, I got a problem with that. So don't tell me you support when that's the case. Period.
That's a serious problem. And then of course, then you can't complain about, okay, well, how come our TV contracts aren't giving this amount of money? How come we get some of this classes? It's okay, guys, look, TV contracts are not meant to balance your conference. You have to do the groundwork from yourself on day one in terms like you supporting your program, spending money for your program stuff. You cannot rely on outside people to do the job we got to do our damn self, So definitely, please keep pushing that narrative. And I think Bishop Campbell, he actually mentioned something also about like the job of the AD is to fundraise, and of course, I say this a lot. I'm about to land the plane too. Scotty, eventually we have to have a conversation about fundraising for our own athletic departments, not relying upon celebrities only, because for those people who want the pure coaches, stuff like that, we got to have pure coaches. If you're having money coming in, we don't need to do that. But because we don't want to do the fundraising piece, because we don't want to do that stuff, then guess what? We have to do these things.
That's fair. Hey, appreciate the call though. Hey, let me say this. I know a lot of people have texted me and asked me about Valley. Listen, Valley has a very, very it's a very ugly situation going over there. I've heard coaches have turned down the job. Like Valley has reached out to coaches and they've turned coaches have just said, like, I don't want the job. A lot of coaches have said, I just don't want the job. From what I've been told, they're going to take the interim tag off of the guy there and make him the head coach. But honestly, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna bring this up again because I got it in my deck. If you telling me that this guy wants the job, listen, if this guy wants to take care of 6 kids, let him take care of your 6 kids. He know you ain't got no rent money. He know you can't pay your light bill. He know your car about to get repossessed. If he want to come in there and lay down with you, let him lay down with you. Interview this nigga. For real. I'm so serious. Like, if you making a public declaration that you want to date me and you know my situation. You know I got 6 kids. You know my car ain't running. You know my rent overdue. I'm gonna need to come holler. Come holler. Valley dropping the ball on this one. Hey, listen, lay up with him. Let him hit it. Let him be baby daddy number 7. Let him be baby daddy number 7. See how it work out. It can't hurt. It can't hurt. Let him get the boy opportunity. Shoot, you never know what he might do with that thing. Might turn that thing on out. Might upgrade your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Let that man hit. Let that man hit. I mean, you let everybody else hit. Might as well let him hit. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'm saying that's how I feel about it. Let him hit. 0851 coming to you.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing? Great show today, man.
Appreciate it.
It's John Houston. I think it's a safe hire at Alabama A&M. You know, he's familiar with the Alabama area, so it's a safe hire. Nothing about it says it's going to demand new tickets being sold, but you know that also hopefully we can be more aggressive and advertise the games. But I have some information for you, Scotty. If you take my number and give me a call, I want to shoot your email over and just tell you what I'm going to send you. So
yeah, I'm taking your number down right now. Let me see. Writing it down.
And I really think you should take that opportunity and go do that show on campus. I hope it starts something and you be the Montel Williams of the SWAC and hit all the schools.
Hold on, did you say Montel Williams? I used to love that show. Me and my granny used to watch that show together. I love Montel. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I miss many a class watching that show. Come on, it's look like it either. But yeah, please give me a call when you get offline.
I surely will.
I got some information for you, man, and I wanted to get it to you. Hopefully, we can work together on this.
All right, too easy, Brad. Appreciate the call. I got you after the show.
All right.
Peace. I love me some Montel Williams. Hey, that's not a bad. I'll take that. Montel Williams. I'll take that. 9868 coming to you. I'll take that. Montel Williams. I'll take that.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty?
What's going on, Cal? Talk to me.
Hey, yeah, like you said, beggars can't be choosers.
Dog.
Valley was on their jump out 5 on it.
Come on, man. Listen. I don't want to get too explicit, but hey, listen. Just turn around, let that, and hey, bend over, let them take it. Like if you let everybody else hit. Oh, you stupid! Let them turn that thing on up. Let them turn it up. You gave me.
Hey, who do you think will have a better first season? And this
I'm sorry.
All you have to do is just win the Manchester Classic. I won't just hang up and let you listen though. Happy holidays though.
No, ask your question again, Cal. I was laughing. I'm so sorry. Ask your question again.
I said, who do you think will have a better season than him and Tremaine Jackson? And it just put more pressure on Eddie Robinson. And I'm gonna hang up on that list.
Okay, I got you. Appreciate it. All right, man. Who's going to have the better season between? I think it got to be Tremaine. Listen. The West is so open. The West is so open, man. I mean, like you can't even see. You can't touch no walls. Right? I mean, like that's how open the West is. That is how open the West is. I really need to stop these innuendos. All right, y'all all grown though. Yeah, the West is weak. All right, the West is weak. And if Tremaine just brings half his team from probably Valdosta, he'll be able to compete in some form or fashion in the SWAC West. Because realistically, I think Southern was a fluke. You got UAPB. Southern was a fluke. You got UAPB. Gramblin's in a rebuild mode. Alcorn looks pedestrian at best. They don't even look like what they used to look like while they was on Fred McNair. So oh my God. So I just it got to be Tremaine. The East is tough, man. The East is tough. You got Powell State. You got FAMU. They know they're going to be talented. You got Alabama State. You know they're going to have a tough defense. It's a hard go. Now, listen, if Sam Shade comes in and beats Alabama State in the Magic City Classic, that's all you really need. At this point, A&M fans are so desperate, they don't even need a winning record. They just need you to win the Magic City Classic. And that's a great first year for Sam Shade. If Sam Shade wins the Magic City Classic year one, he can have a losing record. It does not matter. That is a great start for him. Point blank, period. That is a great starting point for him to move forward to his career. So, shout out to him. All right. I'm going to say a couple things and I'm going to get up out of here. Listen, you know what's funny? A.D. Robinson has probably for like the past year and a half told me, oh, Scotty, I'm going to come on your channel and I'm going to interview and blah, 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 blah. Never stepped foot on my channel. And A.D. Bryant has. And listen, I'm not even going to give you all the excuses that Ashley Robinson hits me with, right? Because this will be a great time. I talk mad smack. You won the Celebration Bowl. Why not come on the platform and talk your shit? Right? Why not come on the platform and talk your shit? But, hey, it is what it is. So, shout out to A.D. Bryant for coming on, man, and talking with me and hitting me up and stuff. I talk bad about everybody. Get Roman Banks. Get Roman Banks. Listen, man. Some ADs let me break it down like this. Some ADs are worth talking to, right? Some ADs are worth talking to. They absolutely are, right? Hey, see, at least you're acknowledging that they have power. See, you see what I'm saying? This is half the battle. Oprah talks about it. You gotta accept it. See, now I feel even better calling you Pothole State because you know you got potholes. That's half the battle. Is just don't be in denial about having the potholes. Just know you got potholes. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? So some ADs ain't worth talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, would I have a conversation with them? Yeah, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I really don't mind it. But some ADs just ain't really worth talking to. Like, what has Roman Banks really done at Grambling? Like, really done, right? What has the Bama from Travion? What has Travion Scott done at Grambling? Nothing really, right? So it's like, who else? What? I would have loved to talk to Hakeem when he was at Valley. I thought he did. That's the people you want to talk to, right? You want to talk to the Hakeems of the world that were at Valley because you like, dude, how did you do half the stuff you did at Valley? Newfield, Players Lounge, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the guys that you want to talk to as an AD. Like, Bama's who really doing stuff, right? Like, Hakeem getting Valley a new field, that's like HBCUs getting their money from the government, okay? It's an anomaly. You see what I'm saying? So, those are the ADs you want to talk to, right? Like, nobody even knows the UAPB AD name. Nobody even knows what he do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why talk to him, right? Who else? I would like to talk to the Alcorn AD and ask him why he hired Cedric. That would be a great conversation. I love me some Angela. Shout out to Angela for FAMU. I would love to talk to the Bethune-Cookman AD, but he too busy coaching basketball games. Who else? Shout out to the Alabama State AD. He hasn't really like done something, right? Like he's just keeping the ship afloat. I do like. Okay, I would ask him about the price increases and how hard that was to get through. You know what I'm saying? Like convincing people on the board and Alabama State alums to be okay with the price increases. I would love to have that conversation with him because that was next level. Texas Southern AD. Hey, listen, I would love to get his job. Him and UAPB, nobody cares. Nobody cares if you win. You just getting paid. Earl. I would love to talk to Incats AD. That Bama's the GOAT. And it's sad because he white, but he the GOAT too. You gotta put some respect on Earl Hitton. Earl Hitton is that guy. Okay? Earl Hitton is that guy. So he the guy. He that guy. Let me see. Who else? Yeah, I don't. I would like to talk. If I would talk to. I didn't say he wasn't bad. I didn't say he wasn't great. I mean, great is a. I think he's a solid AD. I think Jason Cable's a solid AD. I really do. He's not. Again, he doesn't give you anything to talk bad about, so it's like you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think he's going to have to fire that basketball coach sooner or later. The female one who's been there for 37 years. You gonna have to come to a meeting of the minds, my guy. Like you just can't keep letting her coach her. Like, bro, like at some point in time, you gotta move on. You have to move on. Who else? I would love to talk to the Delaware State AD. $25 for season tickets? You out your cotton picking mind. $25 for season tickets? What is it? What are you paying for? That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's heating up.
That's crazy. That's all I'm saying. That's crazy. $25 for season tickets? That is absolutely crazy. And then y'all wonder why you need Deshaun Jackson. See?
He's heating up.
See, now y'all got me. I was about to say, thank you. I feel like that was I feel like the girl off of Bring It On. You just got touched by an angel, girl. Because I was about to go smooth off. Okay? Smooth off. Yes, it is. I was about to go smooth on $25 for season tickets. I'm like, then y'all niggas talking about something. We don't need no Deshaun Jackson. Yes, the hell y'all do. Now, pivoting off of that, Norfolk State, where you at?
He's heating up.
Because I can get with you. Because Norfolk State, I don't care what nobody says. Norfolk State is dropping the absolute bag. And let me show you why, right? Let me show you. I'm gonna show you why. Because this how much I love y'all, right? I made this shirt for me. I'm not gonna tell you who made it because I don't want to get him in trouble, right? I don't want to get that person in trouble. But all right, so I didn't do it. My designer did this in 2 days. Right? Let me show you how much I love Michael Vick and what he doing. But I ain't seen, and this is my issue, I ain't seen this at. I ain't seen it. Now we done made this shirt in 2 days. 2 days. Again, when I tell you Norfolk is dropping the ball, they're dropping the ball. Norfolk is dropping the ball. You could have had this shirt rolled out. You could have had any merch rolled out. You could have had Norfolk with the 7 rolled out. So when I tell you, now this is going to be me, I'm going to get this made just for me personally. All right, because I can't sell this. I ain't got no licensing from Vic, so I'm just making this for me. All right, you know what I'm saying? So this is me, right? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, CJ, all the Bama's with all the real money ain't on campus. You not selling this to students. You selling this to niggas like me. I ain't on campus. I got money in my pocket. I can spend $30, $35 for a pre-ordered t-shirt that say Norfolk and Vic on it. You ain't selling to them broke-ass students. Them students ain't trying to buy no t-shirts. They want them shits for free. I know what it was like being a college student. I went for a year. I was broke. Biggity broke. You selling to the 30s and up. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? So you're not selling that to the students. You're selling it to me. I'm going to buy 5 of those because I love Vic. So again, when I tell you Norfolk is dropping the absolute ball, they're dropping the absolute ball. Absolute. But hey, teach his own, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Listen, love you guys, man. Hope you guys have a great New Year's. Happy New Year as well. 2025 is bigger and better. Before I get up out of here, listen, if you are interested in going to the Prophetic Summit, again, the Eventbrite link has closed down. If you're still interested in going to the Prophetic Summit, make sure you send it to Cash App OFFSCRIPT TV, right? $ OFFSCRIPT TV. That is 2 T's. OFFSCRIPT TV. All right. Put PS or Prophetic Summit or put Summit, Prophetic, whatever, but you got to put your email so I can send you the link. All right. Everybody will be prayed and prophesied to on the call. It is intimate. It is not public. It is just for you and what you need for your 2025 and what God has for you in your 2025 season. All right. So listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.